and gentlemen, it's the Mac and Don Show. I'm Mac.
I'm Don.
And I'm X.
And we got my man X on yet another episode. He's our honorary co-host.
Like Latinx, but mad with an X on the end. It's like Latinx.
Oh, okay.
We're a bunch of Latinx.
I was like, I don't think...
Mad Tinks.
No, I was not putting that together. If you didn't explain it.
We're Mad Tinks.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say that X was Latinx.
No. I would never...
Latinx.
Yeah. Latinx. No, this is Black X.
Racially ambiguous X.
Oh, God. I'm fuck around and wear a turban one time. Really confused niggas.
Yo.
For sure.
The Mind Destroyer.
I think we were talking about this earlier, me and X were, but people always think you're the race they are, you know? When you're kind of racially ambiguous.
Yeah. I legit, no, not gonna lie, I had somebody ask me if I was mixed recently, and it's not the first time, but
That's with what?
It's the curly hair.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, my brother, we got the same parents, and he's literally white. He's white-skinned, for sure. He looks just like Don.
Damn, no way.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So, I could see it. Or like a...
Gotta hold up that Peter Griffin, that card.
Right, the card.
Where it gets darker.
For sure. Well, let's cheers to another episode. It's a beautiful day to pod.
It is a beautiful day.
Got some alcoholic beverages that Don came up with.
Concoction of boozing and cruising, I guess. We're boozing and cruising currently.
I'm not boozing and cruising. Don't add me in this.
Currently, we're on a cruise and we're boozing. Okay.
There we go. I can fuck with that.
It's a mad cruise right now.
You know, we just need something to stimulate the conversation, as we always say.
Absolutely.
You just gave me a lighter, and
Did your lap, my friend?
it's not my lighter.
We're not even high, in case you're wondering.
Yet. We're just getting started.
Yet. And yet, we're warming up, folks. We're actually sparking up.
Sparking up, warming up, drinking up. Just, it's basically a pregame. We haven't even gotten into the pod yet, you know?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
This is the tailgating part.
Yeah, the real party doesn't even start till 10 minutes in.
Exactly. Once we actually start getting
Cooked?
crossed.
Fucking
Yeah.
fried?
Yeah. Do you ever just be in the middle of it and just be like, I am so baked? Like, baked in an oven right now, like sizzling on a fucking hot pan.
I test the limits of my mental stability every night.
Me too, bro. I'm always like, bro, I am on a cast iron simmering over a hot flame right now. Like, fuck.
That don't happen to me when I'm smoking by myself. Like, you just hit the blunt and you be like, damn, that bitch just hit back.
You're just watching a movie all of a sudden and like you're like, I've never been this high in my entire life.
Nah, because I'll be smoking during the games. Like me and my homies will be playing games. Sometimes we'll record.
Absolutely.
But we'll just get fried the entire time, and then by 9 o'clock, I'm like, yo, where the fuck am I at?
Yeah.
What year is it, my nigga?
Oh, yeah. Gotta love that.
Gotta love it.
I love when, after you take a tea break, and that first time you get high, you're, blasted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Facts, yeah.
A testosterone break.
No.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
What is he saying? Tolerance.
Yeah, it had me rethinking what the fuck the word was.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Testosterone shit.
I remember one time I got so high and my girl asked me to do something and I just straight laughed in her face. I was like, what?
You want me to do something right
I'm
now?
like, you expect me to do something in this state of mind? I think she asked me to drive to the store or something. And I was just like, I couldn't explain to her, I'm way too high to drive to the store right now. Just the whole concept, I was just like,
We've all had scenarios where we've been too high to drive.
Bro, so speaking of getting caught by your grandparents being high, when I first moved back from Hastings, I had smoked in my car real quick, and then I came back into the house, and I thought I had this because I still had half the blunt, so I thought I had it packaged up to where it went reek, right? So I brought it back into the house.
Mistake number one,
right? And then my cousin comes back. He was like, "Bro, what the fuck? Were you smoking in here?" And I was like, "Nah, you smell that shit heavy?" It was like, "Yeah, bro, you're fucked." And then he was like,
that's hilarious.
And then he was like, "Wait, I got an idea." So we burnt popcorn. We burnt 2 bags and just walked through the house with the burnt popcorn. They didn't notice shit.
Nah.
Yes, bro.
Hilarious.
This man is a genius.
I remember I used to go to my sister's room and smoke and blame it on her.
Y'all are some super villains.
Yes.
Y'all are some super villains.
Nah, 'cause if I would have got caught, I would have got kicked out so fast. My parents are so Christian.
Yeah.
I would have been fucked. Or not my parents, my
Yeah.
grandparents.
Fair enough. No, I mean, my grandma probably just have been like don't smoke in the house type shit. But yeah.
I remember my dad was like, if you want to smoke under somebody's roof, you better get your own goddamn roof or something like that. I was like,
Damn.
okay.
That's probably how I'll be with my kids.
But I straight up smoked in my room. I straight up was like, fuck, I don't want to go outside.
Nah, niggas was outside in the shed getting active.
Good old shit.
Yeah.
Good old shed.
And the trampoline in front of probably shouldn't say his name, but the trampoline in his house.
Yeah.
Just kicking on that shit.
Mackenzie remembers that well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Good old trampoline. That's
Fond
hilarious.
memories.
Oh yeah.
Did I bring up bad memories actually? Or?
Oh no, never.
No, it's always good memories.
There's only good memories. You just gotta let go of the bad ones.
You just gotta pretend like they didn't happen.
Right. Exactly. That's how I go through
How
life.
does that heal?
You don't.
Yeah. You just ignore all the bad feelings. And
It scars over.
Smoke
Yeah.
it away.
yeah.
That's pretty real.
Big facts.
You just internalize it
I
until
don't
you
think
die.
this is healthy.
No, and you just put it in a little bottle in your chest until you die.
All
Isn't that
right.
like how niggas have heart attacks?
Mhm.
Stress and shit.
Oh yeah, like Coolio.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Coolio.
Do you think it was stress?
Oh well, he died of a heart attack. I don't know. Who knows? What do they say? More money, more problems. I'm sure that dude had a little bit of money.
In the famous words of the Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
What were the famous words?
More money, more problems.
I thought you were about to come with like a crazy line.
Oh
Like
no.
real thoughtful and shit.
In the famous words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect.
You was sending me whole Hannah Montana bars on Instagram the other day. I was like, bro, why the fuck do you know this?
You live and you work it.
Or what's the iCarly one? Something.
Nobody's
Live
perfect.
life, breathe air.
I know somehow we're gonna get there.
Hey, this dude got bars. He knows the iCarly
I mean,
bars.
come on, that's inspirational.
SpongeBob. So,
True. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
That big.
iCarly was
I
the
used-
ridiculousness of Nickelodeon back in the day, where it just took
That is
over.
true. That is true.
iCarly was on all the time.
Well, I mean, they were living their best life. They had a YouTube channel. They
Nah,
had
for
their
real.
own pod. Basically.
Kinda.
Yo,
They
these two
they
young
were the
women.
first pod.
These two young women pioneered pods. Pioneered pods. I can't believe
Yeah,
I said that
fucking
without
right.
fucking that up.
With a straight
For sure. They fucking pimped out Freddie to film them.
They
was fucking on both of them though.
They were basically the first.
what?
They were basically the first OnlyFans bitch.
he was. Oh man, this fucking guy
Hey, I used to have a crush on Sam though. That
pulling
that
his meat,
that
watching
was a bad white
iCarly.
bitch.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Nobody rocking with Sam.
I rock with Sam.
Actually, that book, like, there's a lot of crazy ass shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was saying that her mom.
I'm glad
was a
my mom's
weirdo.
dead. Is the name of her book?
Yeah, no.
Nah.
That's a crazy.
Title.
She's
Crazy
fucking holding
title.
the urn
Hey.
on the cover.
My teacher always told me you gotta start off with a hook.
Gotta give him the hook, yeah. But it's like those articles, like, you know, that have a crazy title and you read it and you're like, what? This title had nothing to do with what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she was happy her mom died. Good for her.
Right. That's why she wrote about it.
That's why there's so much misdirections, because people just read headlines, don't even read the actual article.
Clickbait.
I mean, yeah.
God.
I mean, after you read the headline, do you really need to know anymore?
Yes.
Yeah. Because sometimes the headline will be so crazy. It's like, I gotta check this the fuck out. I be doing that all the time.
But I'm
like,
just saying, just in this certain case scenario, like, do we need more details? Oh, you hate your mom. Okay, cool. I didn't really need to ask why.
it's an excuse, right? It's like it's like blaming all your problems. Like she probably went to therapy and her therapist was like,
Oh, your mom's a bitch.
Yeah, like, and then she's like, oh my God, like, my mom really was a bitch.
Yeah. Fucking brainwash her into hating her mom.
Hey, you heard it here first, folks.
It was all the therapist's fault, is what you're saying.
Therapy's a scam, yo.
Therapy's a scam.
I mean, yeah, you're just paying someone to ask about your day and shit.
And they don't really care. They only care about getting a paycheck.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, well, our time is up. And you'd be like, damn, we were just getting somewhere.
Y'all got some trash therapists, man.
I was just warming up. No, the first therapist I had, she was a bad bitch. And I was like, I can't do this. How am I going to tell you my deepest, darkest secrets?
Yeah, dude,
I'm like, how you going to tell your deepest, darkest secrets to a bitch you're trying to fuck? You can't do that. Yeah.
He's trying to fuck his therapist. Just come out right and say it.
Hold on. Real shit. You wouldn't try to holler at your therapist if she was bad?
Have you ever seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
He like falls in love with his therapist. Yeah,
I think she was like funny. Fresh out of therapist college or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Fuck. Whose idea was this?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but Sigmund Freud actually had his patients facing away from him because he found that a lot of his patients would fall in love with him, like women and stuff. Would find him madly irresistible, so he had to turn him around.
Is he just dick eating himself?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Could be, but he
was just like, you know what, I'm him.
Yeah, I'm good. Like,
I'm irresistible. You can't even look at me.
Maybe he had one too many women on his dick, and he was like, "Yo, this shit needs to come to an end."
Fired, bitch.
Yeah.
Get off my dick.
Wasn't he?
I'm here for business.
Wasn't he the same one that says everyone wants to kill their dad and fuck their mom?
Oedipus, Oeid or Oedipus.
Yeah, but wasn't he the one that came up with that?
No. So the story's been a story since the Roman times.
Well, yeah, that's the story, but
and it's been a popular tale.
What is the story? I've never heard of this.
So
it's a Greek epic about
this dude. His name is Oedipus.
His name is Oedipus. He's the son of a king, and his mom is, I'm pretty sure, the queen.
And basically, these people tell him the fates or whatever. The fates are like, dog, you're destined to fuck your mom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nah, I'm not about to do that shit. So he
literally, they're like, you're gonna fuck your mom.
He blindfolds himself and he does everything he can in order to not fuck his mom.
Uh-huh. I think he even leaves. Yeah. I think he even leaves. But the prodigal son returns later to kill his dad because he's also fated to murder his father.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and so he ends up coming back to murder his dad and
long story short, he murders his dad and ends up wifing his mom. And
by completely accident,
he's doing everything in his power
to not do it, and
not do it, and it ends up coming true. So
and
basically, everything he did.
I think something happens where he doesn't know that, he ends up being tricked or something like that.
Yeah, he somehow ends up being tricked.
Yeah, but
what the fuck?
But everything he does was to avoid doing that, and he still does it. He goes
and sealed his fate. The more he tried to run away.
Avoid it, the more that shit just attracted to him.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
So it's called the Oedipus syndrome, or
Sigmund Freud came up with the Oedipus theory that everybody wants to fuck their mom,
or is looking for
what the fuck,
or is looking for you can look at you can look at a person's spouse and see traits of their mother in there because they look for a motherly men look for a motherly figure.
Okay.
So he pretty much coined the.
That makes more sense than just straight up
fucking your mom. Well, Oedipus actually ended up getting cursed by the gods for fucking his mom, I think, and they took his eyes away. He ended up becoming a blind prophet.
Or did he take his eyes away because he didn't want to fuck his mom?
He ended up fucking his mom, so they took it. They made him blind, or he blinded himself. I think
we don't know 100% how it goes, but either way, he ends up blind.
Exactly. In a gruesome way.
We just know the beats of the story,
I swear to God, he does it to himself.
Greek mythology is insane.
Yeah, that is true.
All that shit is.
These motherfuckers, I want some of what they're smoking.
Yeah, old dude ate his own kids and then they burst out of his stomach.
Kronos?
Oh, what?
Yeah, Kronos.
Zeus.
Zeus's dad.
Zeus's dad, pretty much. The Titans.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He ate all his kids. And then
his mom, I'm trying to think of his mom's name. She actually put a rock in a blanket and then he swallowed the rock and thought it was Zeus. And then Zeus ends up like growing up to be a lot stronger than his dad, and then kills his dad.
Damn, that's real.
But then he ends up.
Yeah, I mean,
And then after that, he pretty much fucks everything in the universe.
basically, yeah. It's a whole bunch of crazy
the
shit.
highest god. But get some bitches, bro.
Yeah, gotta get some bitches on his dick.
A couple times here and there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wonder what the fuck those dudes are on to even think of that shit. Crazy,
Wine.
right?
I was actually gonna say that, but I'm like, what kind of wine are you drinking that makes you come up with some shit like that, bruh? That is crazy.
No, it was wine made with argot or some shit like that. Wasn't it wine made with the mushrooms? I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what?
I'm probably making shit up.
Conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, but I swear that it was wine, but they had different stuff to make it with. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
there's got to be other
It's
stuff
not like
too.
the wine we're drinking today.
There's probably other stuff too.
And what is it? The Egyptians had the lotus leaf that was like made you trip.
Psychedelic.
Yeah.
So I hear.
Yeah, all of, like ancient civilizations that are like that, they all believe like your soul goes to the Milky Way and like faces a bunch of ordeals until you basically just like spaz out through the universe and you're just part of the universe now.
Right.
It's kind of weird. And a lot of the like structures that people are discovering, they're all like, I don't know how to say it, like aligned with certain stars or constellations. Like all of that shit is lined up like perfectly, and that shit is pretty insane because that definitely aligns with like how they're supposedly how their soul would go up to space.
Right.
This is just kind of insane how they were able to pinpoint all that kind of shit just off space
Yeah.
for their crazy ass structures like that.
What do y'all think about reincarnation?
I don't know. Whoa.
Or just like afterlife in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we thinking? We thinking we just become like an eternal being? We think we just turn into nothing? We think we turn into something else? Like,
I think the Buddhist way, I think it's Buddhist. The Buddhist way is you keep reliving life
until you reach the
until
rock.
you get it right, basically, and then you are reborn again. So like living is basically hell, kind of, and then
Yeah. Well, imagine it takes you. Imagine you're like on your 80th life and you're like, what am I doing wrong?
yeah. Oh god, like
What?
you become aware that you're
Right, like, dang, it took this dude 3 lives. I'm gonna be on life 80,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
But comparison is a thief of joy.
But come on, man. I'm not that good at life or what? Or maybe I'm the best at life.
Maybe
So
you're so
they
good at it.
keep remaking you to like better humanity.
Or something. I don't
Or
know.
they want you to gain more experience. I think that like if
Who is they?
I think that if reincarnation is real, you can reincarnate as like a Malaysian girl back in the year 1200, and you know what I mean. Like time is relative, so when you die, you could just pop in and out of time. And I think it's kind of like a quantum leap type of thing, where you go through these experiences in life, and you have to go through these trials and tribulations, and have these good times that all accumulate into this ascension into the next step in evolution. I feel like there's like we're in an egg. We're inside of an egg that's ready, that's waiting to hatch, and we have to go through every light. Like imagine a soul being a light, but the light is only on in one person at a time. But since time is relative, the light can be on in a bunch of people. So like my light is on and I'm living my life, but I die and I'm reincarnated as the Malaysian girl. I live her entire life, and then I'm reincarnated as you. And then I live your entire life, but you and I interact, but our lights are on at the same time. Because my light was on when I was living, and then your light is on after I reincarnated as you after a few times. However many times. X amount of times.
I'm so fucking confused, bro.
No,
Does that not make sense?
I'm vaguely following what you're saying.
So like
But
every time, so like imagine the light being your consciousness, like you're experiencing consciousness, but when you die, you're reincarnated as me, and you're conscious as me.
So do you think there's only like a certain amount of consciousness?
Yeah.
Like there's a finite amount.
Well, I think we're all the same person. I think you and I are all the same person. So like I'm living my life, but I can die and be reincarnated as X, and you this is a weird comparison, but in Super Mario Bros. When there's those levels where the screen is always rolling versus the ones that are going while you're going. I feel like we're in a state of like where the screen is always rolling and you can't stop or you'll die, or you can't go too far, you'll die. You know what I mean? We're just in this like now. Like we're on play all the time, right? And so when you die, that stops. But I can be reincarnated as X and live X's life, but because X knows me and interacts with me, then our lights were on at the same time because time is relative. So like to X, being me was a long time ago, like a past life. Like I'm Gandalf the Grey, but I died, and then he turned into Gandalf the White. You know, but we exist at the same time because we cross paths. We don't necessarily have to cross paths, but like I was saying, he could die and reincarnate as a Malaysian girl, and then reincarnate as a fucking beetle in the Sahara, and then reincarnate as a Spain, some like a Mexican dude in Mexico, right? And then he's me, and then he dies and reincarnates as me one day, right? Because it could just be whenever, because you could just die and come back as whenever. Because time is relative. Like you could just go to any point in time if that's how we reincarnate, like going into another person's body. So we can all be experiencing the play at the same time, but I'd say that once we've finished living every life there is to live, because there's probably going to be humans in the future that go out into space and stuff like that, and we might die and reincarnate as those people. Who's to say? We wouldn't really know, but after we've lived every experience that there is to experience, we'll ascend to a higher state of consciousness.
So at what point does this light go off?
Yeah.
After we've completed every life there is to live, every experience that we need to experience. Theoretically.
Who's to say that there's a actual number for that?
But then there wouldn't be this quote unquote nirvana if you're just experiencing every life there is to experience, because there's a million different lives. There's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think I think it's all just.
You just think it's like a repeating cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it. I think it has an end. We just haven't come to it yet.
As opposed to a journey.
I feel like
a cycle.
No, I feel like it has an A and a B. It has an A and a B, and the B point being the point of ascension to the next level of evolution. Like maybe we turn into God after that. You know what I mean? Maybe the egg hatches and we no longer are human beings after that, but because we've lived every life there is to live, or experienced everything there is to experience.
So at one point you do, it just end up being some type of ethereal being.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think there's a point of evolution, like the next step. Like what's after us, and then what's after them, and then
Well, wouldn't you think there's some merit in the, what is it saying? It's the journey and not the destination,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like you have to go through the journey in order to reach your destination. Like the journey is of the utmost importance, and it's why we haven't evolved yet. Is because we are still need to.
So do you think there's like more evolved beings, just like you know what I'm saying? Like
there could be.
Like say.
Like I said, like there could be people across the universe.
Like what do the crystal bitches be saying? Like low vibration and high vibration and shit.
Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah.
Is that what
happened to the fishes?
Yeah.
But
there's mercury in the Gatorade.
Oh shit.
But I'm saying if say I'm this light, but I'm a young light. I've only lived like a couple of different lives. But there's this other light, and it's lived like just kind of like the same shit. Like,
but it's just you. You know what I mean? It's you.
So it's just one light in the whole universe.
Yeah.
Right. But my light is on for me right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm the main character of my.
So you're saying my light? You're saying my light and like Saddam Hussein's light is like the same shit?
Yeah. I think that any transgression, I think any any transgression that you do upon another person is to yourself. You know what I mean? Any act of love you do is upon yourself because you die and you're reincarnated as, say, somebody you love. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying
What about
that
this
your
Malaysian?
guys' lights aren't on. I'm saying that our lights are all on, but like because time is relative, like my light is on and I'm experiencing consciousness right now. But after I die, I'll be reincarnated as you, and then my light will be on when I'm you, right?
What counts
That makes sense, right?
What's counting as consciousness?
That's why I'm trying to say the light, because I can't like put
No, but I'm saying like I'm about to take this to like some like I'm about to take
it's like having the spotlight put on you.
No,
like,
but I'm about to take this
you know what I
different
mean?
I'm about to take this a different direction. Like would you say like what constitutes a consciousness? You know? Do you at what point
What
would
are the building
The
blocks of
ability to like critically think.
abstract thought? Critically think, abstract
I
thought.
think creativity is one too.
Yeah, creativity.
So my thought here is what if we got so like technologically advanced, quote unquote, that we were able to make like AI and technology that was creative and could critically think. Like, at what point are we considering things like that to have a consciousness? Consciousness? You know what I'm trying to say.
Consciousness.
My question here is: do you think consciousness is something that could be made, or you know what I'm saying?
Created by man. Because nobody else would be able to create it besides man.
Or just in general.
It'd be man-made. Well, all AI so far has been man-made.
Well, yeah, but like animals have consciousness.
Do they? Because they can't. Animals cannot have abstract thought or think creatively because even
thought process is just survive.
yeah.
So that's
even
that's what I'm saying. What constitutes a consciousness? Because that's
creativity, abstract thought. Like an elephant can't paint anything.
What about emotion?
Okay.
That's fair.
A computer
Animals
can,
have emotion.
Well, who's to say that their emotion is valid? And that sounds crazy, but like, what if an AI robot says "ow"? You know what I mean? Like, what if you like flicked it in the arm and it said "ow"? Like it said, I feel that.
That's my point here.
Right, exactly. So like, just because it says it, like, and it's programmed by us to say it, doesn't mean that it's actually feeling it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess you're right, but my only point here is like, where are we drawing the line?
So does that mean consciousness is related to like a sense of touch and all that kind of stuff? Like
no, because have you ever heard of the brain in a jar theory?
Nope.
So it's this story, basically. The theory is told in the way of a story that this scientist puts this brain in a jar, connects it to all these cables, and connects it to this machine where the brain can function and live in a simulation where it continues the person's life that died. So like the person had died in a car crash, but like the machine makes it so like they never died in the car crash and they're continuing to live their lives and like monitoring like what the choices that they would make and yada yada yada. And so it eventually came to a point where the guy whose brain it was like, yo, like what if I'm a brain in a jar like connected to a machine? And then instantly was like, well, I can feel things and I can taste things and I can see and I can smell. And since I have all these senses, then that means I'm not a brain in a jar connected to a machine. But in fact, he was. And so that means you can't even trust your senses.
Oh, it's like on some Descartes shit. Have we had this conversation before?
Yeah, most. I think without a doubt. But the point is like drawing the line is we only just have a chemical like serotonin, dopamine. Those chemicals that go through our brain are the only reason we have emotions anyways. You know what I mean? Plus all the synapses going on. It's basically lightning in a bottle. You know, our brains are just
but I feel like we
squishy
could,
lightnings in a bottle.
But I feel like we could somehow simulate that in AI. You know, synapses, you know, all that type of stuff.
Dude, I'm like scared for for the future because imagine the sun, and we built a structure around the sun that was able to like harness the energy of the sun. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of solar panels around it. Right? It's basically called a Dyson sphere, where you can harness all the power, like the energy coming off of the sun, like a collapsing star, because that's what the sun is. It's constantly collapsing. That's why we get energy. That's the only reason we're alive, is because it's like constantly exploding.
Hey, shout out the sun, bro.
Yeah, shout out. But imagine in the future we have like a device around it that basically is able to capture the energy of it. Imagine we could create that into a computer, right? Just like a computer powered by the entirety of the sun, right? Just one computer, right? And then we program it to have AI or like have consciousness. Like, what would that even look like? You know, like
wait. Okay,
this is just theoretical, but
so it's the solar panels, and the solar panels are controlled by AI.
no, like the solar panels are powering a computer, like a supercomputer, like a computer that can compute at a rate that's never been seen before because it's at such a high capacity of power.
What do you think it would like rule over Earth or some shit?
No, I think like we would, like I'm afraid of the future. Like what if we created AI and like it started to do some like Wall-E type shit, or like, you know what I mean? Like just decide that like
okay.
Take over the world. You were afraid of aliens last time.
No. Here's the thought experiment. He was afraid. I think I'm afraid of both too. I feel him on that. Here's the thought experiment though. It's 2060, whatever. You know, it's sometime in the future, and we got way too crazy with the technology. And like you said, our worst fears have come true. But time travel is a thing. So it's me, you, and X, and we're like, we have to put an end to this shit. It's getting too crazy. Gotcha. We decide we're gonna travel back in time and stop technology, this crazy ass technology from happening.
What do we do?
That's my question. At what point in the past are we gonna go?
Where are we going first and foremost?
And how and what are we stopping? You know what I'm saying? We have to pinpoint the point in history.
You think that was the downfall of mankind was cell phones?
Yeah,
I think it might. No. I think it might be.
It might be.
It's like a what is it? What is Elon Musk's name? The Neuralink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's basically.
What if that's it? What if that's where we need to go? Is like the point in time when Neuralink is like everybody starts getting it, and that's what takes over.
It'd be like some Inception type shit. Like you have to get to Elon Musk at the moment he had the idea.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
But
yeah, that'd be crazy. Do we take him out when he's a baby? No.
I could kill a baby.
It's like how
you couldn't.
Would you kill baby Hitler?
Right.
Yeah, that's different.
What if in the future? What if in the future?
But it's just Elon Musk. He's making spaceships.
Bro, what if when we're 60? What if when we're 60, he is the future's Hitler? Like he took over Mars. He took over Mars and like made Martian slaves.
Yeah, Hitler was what Time Magazine Man of the Year.
He made Hitler look like a chump, basically. You know what I'm saying?
He's getting cooked.
Oh.
Yeah. Elon Musk is getting fried in his cradle.
You know, like what if we're just from a timeline where it went bad? You know what I mean? Who's to say? How does that work? You know what I mean? Is there a timeline can we just jump to another timeline?
We're saying Elon Musk is the catalyst to the problems of our future.
Well, is there a way we could project it in a good way instead of it turning into a negative way? Like, is there any way we could like steer it in the direction of not gonna end mankind? You know what I mean? Like, should we explore all those options?
The competition with Jeff Bezos.
Ooh,
Jeff
Bezos is the actual villain of the story. I bet Elon's like we find Elon. We're about to end him, and then we find out that it's Jeff the whole time.
The whole time. Oh shit!
He framed Elon.
Oh man!
And all of society.
This is a movie.
Yo.
This is a movie.
Right, and it's because Jeff Bezos was bitter about being second to space, and so he's like always second, huh? And then he's like. So he takes over the fucking world and puts Elon's name on the front of it, and then there's wanted posters with Elon's face on it, and then the collapse of mankind.
Damn,
that's crazy. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like some crazy shit's gonna happen, like whether it's like nuclear war or something, it's gonna like put us back back
The
to
stone.
zero.
Bro, yeah, speaking of nuclear war, I was telling Mac earlier before we came here, China was doing like this whole like half raid drill around Taiwan. So they basically took Navy ships and surrounded the island. And we were basically calling over the radio like, hey, we could fuck y'all up whenever we want. Just so you know. And then they were like flying a bunch of fucking jets over. They were testing missile launches and shit. All they were surrounding Taiwan. And one of the Navy admirals was like, yo, we need to like get our shit together right now. Like they paid for $4.8 billion worth of weapons.
Right.
They still haven't gotten them yet.
Shit.
Because we're sending them all to Ukraine. So they aren't getting any. So China's like running drills like, hey, we can really fuck y'all up right now and see who the US wants to help more. You better hope it's y'all.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy is I just saw Russia bomb a bridge in Ukraine, and it was probably one of the craziest explosions.
You got it different. Ukraine got a Russian bridge.
Okay, Ukraine got a Russian bridge. My bad.
I was watching this video, and this guy was saying that it's always cheaper to travel overseas to places where there was just a terrorist attack.
Right.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that. That guy
might have a point, man. I might need to take a trip.
He was like, he got a flight to, he said,
France, I think, right after the terrorist attack.
for like $210.
Yeah, like something wild, bruh.
He was like, yeah, I went to Istanbul after the bombing.
Like, this man is a menace.
But he's kind of got a point. There's nowhere
He got a point, but
there's nowhere they're gonna hit the same spot twice.
Yeah, right?
it almost makes me wonder if he's behind all these disasters. Like, the cops probably be watching him close. Like,
This guy's a mastermind just because he wants to travel the world.
Yeah. Oh, fuck no.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the feds are definitely tapping into his shirt right now for sure.
You're also risking your life.
This guy's just scouring the internet to travel to plan his
Yeah,
next
he's like,
vacation.
oh, this place just got bombed. Let me see if there's any hotels there. Like, what?
$12 a night hotel.
Yeah, like,
Because half of it got blown the fuck up.
yeah, like, there's no air conditioning and half of the room is missing.
Yeah, you got the cartel next door.
Yeah. There's dog fights upstairs. Like,
It's like some Slumdog Millionaire in this bitch.
yeah.
Damn.
Dang. All right, if you were to go overseas, what's the one place you would want to go?
I don't know. I'd have to go
Right
during football season or soccer season.
Oh,
And go
football.
to like Madrid.
Football. I like how we both said it like that.
They're always mentally intertwined.
Football. Yeah, dude. It was. I went there. I was in France when the Stanley Cup. No. FIFA Cup. Jesus Christ.
Good old Stanley.
They were losing their minds in this bar, and I was just turned 18, and luckily I could have a beer, and it felt so weird. I was just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Like, they just gave me a beer, and everybody was so fucking hype over this soccer game.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Europeans
And I was
go
like,
crazy over soccer.
Bro, they were all like, and like just going crazy.
Yeah,
and I
random
was
ass
like,
chants and shit.
I was like, yo, this is fucking awesome.
My sister was at a Barcelona.
I heard they
match.
weren't allowed to, they're not, allowed to sit next to each other if they're, opposing fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, here, it's like, you just get your seat, whatever.
Uh-huh.
You might be sitting next to whoever's fan, you know? And they were like, nah, they don't do that
They
shit.
be fighting and shit,
For
bro.
sure.
Especially in
Real life fighting.
Yeah. Apparently, Ireland, they be
Slugging.
it's like
Sluggers.
fucking gang shit over there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you
Seriously.
get caught in the wrong bar, you're fucked.
Hey, how can I be homophobic?
My bitch is gay.
I'm sick of you.
Okay. So Madrid or Spain? Some shit like that?
Spain.
Oh,
Madrid,
yeah,
something
dude.
like
I would totally go to Spain. I've always wanted to run with the Bulls. It sounds crazy,
that. Nah,
but,
fuck no.
bruh, I think I could hightail it out of there.
I don't trust myself.
No.
I would like trip or something.
I always think about Cheetah Girls too. Where they go to Spain.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit is old as I used to have to watch that shit with my sister. So
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I've definitely seen the first movie.
yeah,
Cheetah Girls.
there's one of them where they go to Spain. I swear.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
Or-
somewhere in Europe.
Or was it?
Remember Josie and the Pussycats?
What?
I
don't remember that one.
No, I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that one? It was on Boomerang.
Ah, niggas had Boomerang.
I guess, yeah, it's a little bit dated.
I don't think I had Boomerang. I only had Nick.
You didn't have Boomerang? What?
Or wait, which
Johnny Bravo, all that shit.
But that was a Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo was Boomerang.
That's
Cartoon Network.
No, it was on Boomerang.
That was Cartoon
That was
Network.
100%.
You want to bet on it?
I think Cartoon Network just had the old reruns on there, you know,
Or Boomerang sold the rights to Cartoon Network.
or something. Because I used to watch the old Scooby Doo's too on Cartoon Network. But
Boomerang
I know that one's on Boomerang for sure.
Boomerang also had a handful of other things too.
Yeah, they have like Flintstones, Jetsons,
Right.
like the older cartoons.
Right.
What's the top 3 cartoons?
Top 3 cartoons.
Yeah, top 3 cartoons.
Okay.
Adventure Time,
Yes, sir.
easily.
Easily.
So good. So good. I just
I remember when
remember.
that shit came out.
I remember when it came out, and I remember the first time I was like, yo, this shit is deep as
Like
fuck.
the first but I remember like the first couple episodes coming out in elementary school. Like,
You remember the
niggas being
trailer for
high.
it, and it was like a guy running around, and he's like, it's Adventure Time. I remember there being a lot of hype around it.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Adventure
I
Time is the shit. I would still watch that. Today.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with Adventure Time.
I'll start it over from scratch right now.
Okay. Season 3 hits.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say the Elemental season. I don't know if you've seen that. It's pretty crazy storyline. Like they veer off into this like shit starts affecting the whole land of Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
and it's pretty crazy. It's like I don't want to spoil anything, but it gets pretty
You
deep.
gotta watch it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Same thing with regular show. Like regular show is so irregular until all of a sudden like there's a coherent plot line and they tie up all these loose ends, and then all of a sudden there's this big fucking space war, and then the universe resets, and then it's like oh fuck, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Does Rick and Morty count?
Oh yeah. You said
That's a
animation.
cartoon?
Oh, you did say cartoon. It's an
I feel
adult
like
animation.
I feel like that's adult animation.
What's the difference between adult animation and cartoon? The PG rating,
Yes.
the G rating, I guess.
Okay.
That's the difference?
Flapjack?
Flapjack
Ah,
is
that
so
was
good.
so hard. I love Flapjack, bro.
Chowder. is
Chowder,
my shit.
yeah.
Chowder was
Or,
my shit.
I watched Chowder recently. It just doesn't hit like it used to for some. Like, have you ever done that where like you watch something you used to watch back in the day and the nostalgia doesn't hold up?
Waddle,
You know?
Waddle.
Oh, God.
Rada.
He was definitely black.
Yeah.
Rada was
Yeah.
black for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
If not, he's honorary. You know?
I'm trying to think of what else. Are we all naming?
Dexter's Lab.
We're naming all cartoon.
Oh,
Network.
I'll hit you with one. That robot bitch. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What's it called?
Yes.
Damn. What was that shit called?
My Girl Robot or some shit? No.
No. Fuck, dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No,
bro.
come
She had
on.
the pet dog. It was blue.
Yes.
Yeah,
also
she-
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a robot.
Fuck, dude. What was the show?
It has such a specific art style too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the only one.
That went on to be the robot in Ex Machina.
Girl robot cartoon. My life as a teenage robot.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
When
How the fuck was I gonna remember
when
that?
the robot got grown, that it turned into the robot from Ex Machina. It's all canon.
For real?
I'm just making shit
He's
up.
just making shit up. Ex Machina is a movie about this cyber.
She's a fucking finesser.
Finesse.
I'd get got though.
Yeah.
I'd get got.
This dude is like so in love with her, and then she fucking betrays him, and it's it's kind of crazy. It's a story of betrayal. Yeah, you already know, bro. Indistinguishable. He was fucking. He was head over heels.
Wasn't she Asian?
No. She's a famous actor. She's a.
Why did I imagine her being Asian?
That's what he wanted. That's his preference. That's what he likes secretly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy in the movie.
No, yeah.
I just happened to
Right
just-
here.
It's like, why did I think that?
Yeah.
No, obviously SpongeBob on that.
Oh, yeah,
SpongeBob,
bro.
SpongeBob is easy.
I have watched a few episodes recently of like season 2 I started from because I'd seen season 1 so many times, like I already know all the episodes. I just wanted to start from season 2 and start showing Alea like what SpongeBob is like, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen Encanto, how many times I've seen Coco, how many times I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas because she just found out what it was and she just wants to watch it all the fucking time. Every time she goes to sleep, every time she wakes up, she's like, Christmas Town! Christmas Town! And so we watch it, you know, but we've been watching SpongeBob and SpongeBob holds up. Fucking classic. You can't fucking beat it.
I remember watching the SpongeBob movie in theaters with my sister.
Yeah,
Bruh,
for real.
I had the DVD and like watched it all the time.
Got the little popcorn thing that had all the snacks and shit in it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was,
the OG.
bro.
Back when they had the kids meal.
Oh my god, the kids box.
Bro.
It had candy.
That just unlocked the crazy ass memory.
Me too. I can't even remember what movie I watched it with, but I was like,
Did we all have the same memory?
Yo. They implanted it in our brains.
What a time to be alive.
Fuck. And the 3D glasses, bruh. The blue and red ones. Oh man, revolutionary.
This is how they get you with the, what is it called? The Mandela effect? You know?
With that box.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like, it's like collective memory. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could just switch things up and you, like, kind of question it. Like, because like Dex just said, you like, unlocked a memory. Like, you had it the whole time. You just didn't know it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
That's how they get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it wasn't really there.
Yeah.
Change the spelling in one thing, you know.
It wasn't really there, but now we think
Febreze
it
or
is.
Febreze, you know.
It's like that episode of Black Mirror, the insurance
Bernstein's or
episode.
Barnstein's.
Right. But it's like that episode of Black Mirror whenever the guy's like, yeah, she had a red raincoat. And then she's like, well, you just remember it as that way, but it was actually a yellow raincoat. You know what I mean? So
that one,
we just convince ourselves of.
I always think about that one because when they used the hamster to get her ass. My dog
The hamster got this bitch.
My dog seen me do some shit.
Bruh. God forbid they be getting people's pets, bruh. I didn't even realize. I thought that motherfucker was going to keep his mouth shut. Now they scanning his brain.
Shit.
Oh, no, son, bruh.
The day that technology comes live, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You just got to put the dog down. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that might be the best move.
Yeah. How else are you going to get rid of the evidence?
Right, for sure.
Oh, no.
They can't
I'll
retrieve
be
it.
just like
She
killing-
just
everybody.
she killed a baby. She killed a baby because the baby saw what happened and she knew that they were gonna be able to retrieve the information from the baby.
But she didn't kill the hamster.
But she forgot to kill the hamster, so they retrieved the information from the hamster and they got her ass.
God, yeah, she just keeps killing witnesses.
Bruh, like just down a rabbit hole.
Oh,
Because
hell no.
she originally they had done a hit and run and killed a person and then they like took the body and dumped her.
Yeah, they covered it up.
Later, this guy like is not together with this girl, but he's like, "Hey, I feel guilty. I want to come out clean about it." And she's basically like, "Okay, I understand where you're coming from." Knocked and fucking this
Knocks
motherfucker
his
gets
ass out.
knocked the fuck out and kills his ass.
What the?
Somebody sees it like across the way, kinda, like a little bit, but she ends up closing the blinds and then. An insurance claim needs to happen for this pizza truck company. It's like an automated pizza truck. It gets in an accident in the street. And so insurance investigation and interviewing people that were around the scene. And she ends up interviewing the and she asks her if she could like go through her memories and see if she could like see what happened. And she's like, yeah. And so she's like trying really hard to think about the accident and like just random shit, but she ends up like revealing that she killed this fucking dude, and the insurance lady's like, all right, that's like all I needed, and like tries to get out of there.
And she's like, hell
And,
nah.
And she's like, I don't want to do this to you, but I gotta take your ass out.
Yeah, but that's the technology. Basically, they put this chip in your head, and you just spill your beans. They just see everything that.
Mm-hmm.
They just see your whole memory.
God damn.
Yeah. And she was trying to think of like something else that was happening, but it was like kind of corrupting it a little bit, but not enough.
So like, is this like so in the episode, did the government do that shit or like?
It's just
technology
that's available.
that is available to this insurance company. So they were just doing an insurance claim, and she ended up getting caught in the crossfire.
Damn.
But she ends up like doing this shit to her at her house, like murdering her at her house, and then was like, well, I gotta kill her husband too, I guess. I don't know. And
she's like,
she goes into the house and then she like takes a hammer and then kills the husband. And then she finds out that there's a baby in the next room. And yeah, she kind of they cut. They don't show nothing, but they cut to the next thing, and they're like, yeah, it's like pretty bad in there.
Yo, that show is crazy.
Yeah, that show is really crazy. Ever seen Black Mirror?
No, I have not. I'm gonna have to turn that shit on now, though.
Oh man!
Another suggestion:
Don't start with the first episode.
Yeah, don't start with the first episode. Start with episode 2. If you take anything away from this whole pod, start with episode 2.
Or even start in season 3.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, but don't start with season 3. Maybe start with season 2 or episode 2.
You can really start anywhere. They're all one-off.
Just don't watch episode 1. Yeah, that's all.
Why is episode?
You can watch it last. Just watch it last.
It's probably the worst.
You'll understand why.
It's probably the worst.
You'll understand why. Just watch it last.
That's probably why I haven't watched it. I probably just turned that shit on and it was the first episode.
Yeah,
don't do this.
for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it gets crazy. I think I don't know about Don, but my favorite episode is probably the White Christmas one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
With the bear.
Yeah.
Or the bear's in that episode.
No, the bear's not in that one. It's the cookies in that one. That's where I get the idea about the consciousness shit, because you basically just make a clone of yourself.
It's not a cookie. No, it's just like a little pod, like a pod.
All right, whatever you call it.
And then he's like, "Oh, you want to be in there for another 6 months?"
But it's kind of the same thing where he snitches on himself in the thing.
What the fuck, bro?
What are you talking about?
In White Christmas? Remember, he wouldn't confess, so they make a copy of himself and put him through the thing, and then he confesses about the whole crime.
What are you talking about?
About how he killed.
Oh yeah. They put his consciousness through the waiting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't they block him too? They
No, that was the other guy. The other guy was blocked by.
They both got blocked.
No.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy got blocked by everybody, so he literally couldn't interact with anyone. The other guy got blocked by
just his ex-girlfriend.
His ex-girlfriend, and who he thought was his daughter, but was really not his daughter because the bitch was cheating. And so when he
there's a couple of cheating episodes.
Yeah.
They really be getting you with that shit.
Yeah. Technology and people.
Fuck.
Crazy combination.
I got another recommendation if you haven't been on it already is Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
What? Okay, Love, Death, and Robots.
Kind of the same concept, but
so
it's
dope.
Animated.
Yeah, it's animated and it's different. It's a lot different. It doesn't have like a coherent theme. It just has like each artist kind of has a story to tell.
And it's each like a different
pretty much anything that they can put their mind to.
Like different animation style in each one.
I love Death and Robots, bro. It's so funny at times and it's so gory at times and it's scary and it's beautiful and it's everything you could ever want. It's one of the best shows of our generation, in my opinion. Just like from an art perspective, like I think that the animations are so dope. Like I look back on those as like expertise, like on some of the episodes. I just can't wrap my mind around how they do some of this shit from an artistic perspective.
Yeah.
Like if you watch it, it's
do some crazy shit.
Like honestly, it's such a good thing. Like it's such a good show to just watch. It's like a comfort show for me for like Rick and Morty. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Like
It's
some shit you can have on the background.
exactly. Because you're gonna end up watching it a fucking 100 times because you'll end up getting captivated by one thing or
Some of the episodes are
another.
pretty short too.
And the episodes are like maybe 20 minutes long, maybe less.
Huh.
Yeah, like.
Some of them are like action packed. Some of them were like deep.
And some of them, it's like, I wish I could watch a fucking whole movie length of this, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so just you burn through the episodes.
Y'all always put me on the new shit over here.
Some of them
It's the best.
Some of them kind of remind me like I'm playing a video game or something.
Some of them are like a psychedelic trip, like a fucking, like a horror movie, like a bad trip. Like, you're just watching it and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like what the fuck is going on?
Should drive me paranoid for like a couple hours.
Yeah, you'll be thinking about it for a while.
Nice.
You'll be thinking about it for a hot minute.
Like
A couple days later, you'll be talking to somebody that you'll be like, you ever watch Love, Death, and Robots, bro? I be doing that shit.
All right, guys. It's what am I trying to say? Jesus Christ. It's officially spooky season.
It is spooky season.
So what are some of the best horror movies of all time? Or some of our favorites? It doesn't have to be the best of all time.
Basically, actually, these new Halloweens have been really good.
Have they really?
But the first couple are definitely my favorite. For Michael Myers.
Good choice.
I've been sleeping on the latest ones.
I watched the last one. I watched the last one. It's pretty gory. I was like, yo.
The one before that came out when I was in college, and we went to go see that 3 times in the theaters.
Damn.
That shit was turned up, bro.
It's lit.
So I got a recommendation on Hulu. They just came out with a reboot of the Hellraiser movie.
Oh, that's a reboot? I thought it was the old one. It's a reboot?
It's a reboot. Like new cast characters. Like
okay,
it was.
I have to check that out then.
It was not bad. Like it was. It's not the greatest horror movie I've ever seen, but it was also like, oh, that's fucking kind of cool. Like it tied in everything from the old movies, and I was like that's pretty, and it's pretty gory.
You have to watch the old movies for the new.
No, like fuck it, don't fucking watch it. But it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu, and you should watch the new one because I thought it was pretty interesting. Like
I'm trying to think.
You'll get the idea. You know what I mean? Like
I'm trying to think of the name of the movie, but
it's better that you don't know. You know what I mean? That way you can be surprised.
It's like fairly recent. It has Toni Collette in it, and like she's a mom, and the son takes the daughter out and forgets about her or whatever, and she ends up having like some type of asthma attack, and her head is like out the window, and she's like driving, and her head hits a pole and cuts it off. You know what I'm talking about?
No, bro. What?
Oh man.
No, that's insane.
What's the name of the movie? It's really good. It's like fairly recent. I saw it in theaters like maybe like 2-3 years ago. I can't. I really want to look.
I don't got nothing for you, bro.
I'm gonna look it up. But it's like really good. It's really good.
I will say that my favorite horror movies are the practical old ones, like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Like they're dated now, but practical effects I feel like will always reign supreme, and they had the best practical effects.
That's pretty real.
Like they
Hereditary.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch that.
Oh, that shit's good, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it came out in 2018. That shit's good.
Does that have what's her name in it?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Does that have what's her name?
Yeah, I think it does.
The bitch from Black Swan. I can't think of her name.
Oh. Natalie Portman?
Yeah. I think I'm thinking of a different movie.
Sinister?
No.
Sinister's pretty scary.
It sounds like Hereditary, but it's not Hereditary. It's like something else.
You guys seen? I think
Sinister's
it's called.
a good horror movie.
I think it's called Mirror.
No.
It's like the mirror's crazy as fuck. I don't even know how to.
Ouija?
explain it. No. Not Ouija. Mirror. It's about a mirror. And it's like super crazy. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Or no, Oculus.
There you go.
I think Oculus. Is
Yeah, I know what you're talking
But it's
about.
about a mirror.
Right. Going through the mirror.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It was kind of like to me.
I thought it was really trippy.
Yeah, the mirror shit was kind of crazy, but I was kind of like, you know.
Bro.
Yeah.
Maybe I was overhyping it.
Did you watch Sinister?
I did watch Sinister.
I thought Sinister was creepy as fuck.
I watched Sinister when I was like 13.
Yeah. I was pretty fucked up after I watched Sinister. I was like, yo. When he's watching the footage and the boogeyman
I think
like
Insidious.
flips
I think
over.
Insidious though is like probably like the most classic.
I was underwhelmed by Insidious, to be honest. I thought The Conjuring later ended up being a lot better than Insidious to me.
I don't know. I think Insidious is the scarier one.
Yeah, I think The Conjuring are the better movies, but Insidious is the scarier ones.
Yeah, I just never was really into.
I think I really only like the first one, the first Insidious.
Right, with
the
the
classic
dude.
one.
I
think
I don't know.
maybe even the second one, but after that, it's
It's
gets,
just
like,
hubbubaloo.
played out. I even watched the most recent one, and I was like,
That's how I feel about The Purge. I'm like, did y'all really have to make another
The
movie?
Purge-
I don't really think the Purge is that scary. It's more so like
Well, yeah, like why did
it's
they
more
even?
the Purge is more so like a thought experiment. So
Yeah.
For real. Because, like, what if that shit was happening?
Yeah.
it's like some shit.
What would you do? I always used to think, like, when that first came out, I was like, everybody would want to murder somebody, but low-key, I just want to go into a GameStop and, like, clean that place out. Like, I was literally imagining in my mind, like, risking my life to get, like, a lifetime, a lifetime supply of video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to fill a duffel bag full of, like,
Yeah,
I know they.
I just want to rob. I just
want.
want to rob a bank or something. You know, I just want to get some money.
Fair enough. I think I was young when the first one came out, and that's why I was like, video games. Like, that's all I need in my life. Like, I'll never do anything else except for fucking play video games.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because I was like, everybody's like wants to murder somebody, and I'm like, I'll sneak over to GameStop, bro.
Like, why is that your first like thought? Like,
Yeah,
I'm about to murder these people because they're poor.
yeah, yeah. True. Yeah. For sport.
It's like that one, dude. What is it called? The Ultimate Game or whatever.
Yeah, the hunt.
The dude is hunting the other dude.
No, the most dangerous game. That's what you're talking about.
Game.
I think about that
I
sometimes.
remember having to read that book in high school. I think it was like
Bruh, I was just reading into a sick ass documentary about cannibalism and how there are real people out there who submit to becoming a meal to a cannibal.
What?
In Colorado, there was one guy in Colorado who was like,
"Is it like you get to eat people and then one day people gonna eat you?" Type shit.
no, like he was on this like website on the deep web where like he advertised like I'll cut you up and put and I know how to handle like a human body, like draining the blood out of it, and
The butcher coming.
yeah. And they ended up finding this dude. Like they ended up like infiltrating him by like they went into his house while he wasn't there. Like they had gotten a warrant that was like specifically they could copy his computer, and they went through his emails and they had found out that he was like preparing human bodies at this cabin, and then they like
But you're saying it was consensual?
triangulated. They triangulated where some of these dudes were missing. It wasn't like consensual. It was like some of the people he had prepared.
Colorado?
It was in Toronto, Canada, but one of the people he was trying to get to commit was in Colorado.
So, okay. So what if the rule was you get to eat people, but one day everybody gonna eat you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll fuck up some leaves or whatever.
I'm not even donating my body to science, bro. Like, there's this one guy who sued because his mother donated her body to science, and they used her body for
An explosive test.
An explosive test.
They sold it for $6,000 to the military for an explosive
and
test.
the military pretty much exploded her body into.
That's science.
It's just military science, weapons science.
But he sued him for a chunk of change.
I mean, I don't think he'll win.
Yeah, I don't think he did win. I'm not sure.
I mean, like, you donated to science. That's a broad term.
Right.
Would you want your dead body to get blown up, Mac? I feel like that'd be kind of cool, low key.
I wouldn't say donate my body to science, just like Don said.
Yeah.
Why not? What if you were part of like some revolutionary study?
No, because I know they're gonna be fucking with my body or something.
Oh yeah, they don't.
They're gonna be.
They already don't.
They're gonna be laughing at my dick.
They already don't give good health care to black people.
Exactly.
Man.
You think they're just gonna treat our bodies right after we die? Come on.
Yeah.
What they don't. They're probably gonna fucking mutilate it. It's for science.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's the
split.
point.
I mean, yeah, probably.
They're gonna split my shit in half.
Why are you worried about your dick, Don? You're gonna.
But
What if a train?
I don't want
donated
nobody
their
around
body
my
to
shit.
science?
yeah, what if they brought me back as a woman or something?
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Life number 2. Let's get it.
Let's get it. What if you went for a regular surgery and you woke up and they were like, "Hey, we accidentally turned you into a woman.
Accidentally.
What the fuck?
We mixed up your chart with the dude next door and we turned you into legally you're a woman. Like you're no longer can identify.
I mean,
biologically as a male because
I mean,
made a
I
full
could,
transition.
I could just wake up tomorrow and say I'm a woman. It's not that
Yeah,
hard.
facts.
I would just ask them to politely if they could make me a man again.
Well, you could just say you're a man.
Yeah,
That's how you
you
feel.
just-
No, I just want my testicles back. That's all. You know? I want you to put them back on my body.
Okay. That could be arranged.
Yeah.
It might not be where you want them though.
Yeah.
No. 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 I want it to be like nobody was there. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like a campfire.
I'd be
Like, you cleaned it up.
I'd be like, you could have just killed me.
Nah, for real.
Deadass. I would have been like, yo, you should have killed me because now I'm killing everybody in this motherfucking room.
Oh yeah. What are they?
I'm
I'm actually surprised there hasn't been a hospital shooter, or has there been?
I'm sure there's been one or two.
Like a school shooter, but a hospital.
I think Heath Ledger's Joker did it in the Dark Knight series.
That was more like a blow up type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a
He was sending a message, though.
Yeah, for sure.
There's still mass death at this hospital.
Yeah. But I wouldn't call it a shooter. That's a straight shooter. He's playing no games.
Yeah, it's crazy how well he could play a domestic terrorist. It almost makes you wonder.
I mean, yeah. By any means necessary, right?
Yeah, is this man also a domestic terrorist in his free time, or
maybe the government took him out.
Dude, if you had the option to be a villain, like the government wouldn't get involved at all, and there was like some superhero that would handle it, would you be a villain if you had the opportunity?
I did just watch Megamind last night, and
Batman is basically a villain. He just like has like
he's a vigilante.
He just has like a
Anti-hero.
little bit better moral code.
But he's also not a
that guy
superhero.
is diabolical.
Yeah, he'd be plotting on his own homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean he has a whole contingency plan for each individual in the Justice League.
Yeah. Got Superman's head ass with the help of.
Damn, imagine needing help, bitch ass Nick.
Imagine needing help.
Imagine being broke.
Hey, Superman broke, bro.
Bruce Wayne's rich as fuck.
Superman just lived.
Except in Dark Knight Rises, when he lost everything. He was fucking that bitch on the floor, and then that bitch comes back and stabs him.
Yeah, he's like, I fucked you when I had nothing, and she gave him 9 hard inches of steel. Wow. Right in his gut.
Literally.
Fucked him.
Was it a white woman?
It was.
She was like, yeah.
I mean, like European white woman though.
Yeah.
More of like a Slavic woman.
Yeah, like I bet you see in
Russian
London.
spy.
Yes.
I don't know that white. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Pakistani white. You know what I mean?
Pakistani white?
Yeah.
Like Middle Eastern white.
Yeah. Like white, but also could be.
Falafel.
Yeah. But could be from.
Falafel, hummus, and pita bread.
Ooh. You got some?
Just name all that shit from Turkey or something.
Ouch. That is
Somewhere
in Asia.
middle
The
of the East.
Southeast Asia?
Somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, Middle East.
So fucking Syria, Iran type shit.
Saudi
No,
Arabia.
Indians and Chinese are all Asians.
Yeah.
Technically.
That's a big continent, bro.
Oh god.
Technically. Why didn't they break their shit up? Isn't
Bro, it's funny how some of them are way darker than the others, though. It just kind of.
But they're all Asian.
and there's and like it's connected with Russia, so how does that shit work? You know what I mean? Like there's space in
You got a
you know what
point
I mean?
here.
Like at what point does it stop becoming Russia and it becomes Asia? You know what I mean?
What are
They're like, here's good enough.
What do they call it right below there? Where it's Siberia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So part
Treacherous.
So like the end of Siberia is Asia.
Imagine you're some Russian dude and they send you into exile and you gotta go to Siberia.
Become a rally driver.
Guantanamo Bay.
Oh man,
Ooh, damn.
we were
I'd probably just
on some
stay
shit.
active by beating niggas up if I was in Guantanamo Bay.
I'll be beating the breakup. You know what I mean?
Diabolical.
Diabolical.
What? Oh man, we were really waterboarding niggas in there though.
Dead ass, bruh.
You need a good brick whipping after that.
Bruh. Chinese water torture got me fucking bricked up on a Tuesday afternoon. They can't be torturing me, bruh. They have to fight me off.
Imagine you torturing you and you just brick the fuck up. That's how you get into their heads. Like, this is like
I'm gonna pull my pants down. You touch me, you gay.
Oh god.
You torture me, you gay.
He said, I couldn't torture him, boss. I ain't gay.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do this
hard way.
the hard way.
Yours.
And the choice is yours. See, they call you
because I like you and I want you.
and I want you. See, they call you Chris Hansen, but I call you Chris Handsome.
That's hilarious. Oh,
That's
man.
crazy shit, 'cause that's like all real life shit.
It's all based off of like tied in reality a little bit.
God.
The R. Kelly trial. Usher's song about fucking your wife.
Oh, yeah. You know, they're making a new.
They were, but not Keith David, but
It's in the works.
what's his name died? Granddad died.
No, they're still doing it.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm pretty sure I heard they postponed it because he died.
Oh.
Because they have to do a bunch of rewriting and like
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
figure it out.
You should just have Jamie Foxx do it. He can voice anyone.
What's his name?
Jamie Foxx? Reese Witherspoon. Or not Reese Witherspoon.
Yes,
John Witherspoon.
good old Reese Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon.
This fucking guy.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Not the white lady.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
Brittany Griner?
Oh, man. Wait. No, that's Brittany Renner. I always get them confused. Oh. Basketball.
Deadass.
Women's basketball.
Women.
I feel
Did
like.
you hear about that lady that's got life in prison in Russia
For what?
for possession of marijuana?
What?
Yeah,
Don't be smoking gas in Russia. I don't know what to
God.
say.
yeah.
Rules are rules.
How didn't you learn from Brittany?
What is it? When in Rome, don't smoke the gas?
Do as they do in Rome.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're trying to be off the gas, go to Amsterdam or something. You know?
Do as the Romans do.
I bet you Russia got the least gas ever.
Yeah.
I bet you that shit's mid.
I bet
Bet you they still smoking on Reggie.
No, they drink vodka.
They still smoking on Reggie over there.
For sure. They probably got hella good ecstasy though.
Yeah, I don't even know if they.
It's pretty huge.
I don't even know if they know what Reggie is.
Yeah. I bet if you pass a Russian dude a blunt though, he would get wild.
Oh hell
Bro, he was be speaking Russian.
But imagine being stuck in Russian prison. Yeah. The
no.
goddamn Russian gulag.
Oh god.
No, thank you. That's like the worst place to be.
I think those Russian. What do you think those Russians are doing there? You know.
Oh, they're definitely beating her ass for like extra food for sure.
Oh no, yeah.
Probably beating
Extra
the fuck
slice
out
of
her.
bread, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh,
Probably
a
they
slice
probably
of
piss on
buttered,
her
I bet
pillow.
you-
buttered white bread.
I bet you she burning them in the gym though.
Hell yeah, yeah. They play basketball. I bet she hook shot.
Yeah. I bet they be throwing elbows in the prison.
I'd be trying to make deals like, hey, I'll play for your Olympic team.
Oh, you think she'd be hustling them?
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Playing for cigarettes and shit so she could sell them?
Oh yeah, I'll be fucking toe tapping for those.
She coming out there a different person. She coming out there hard.
Oh yeah, not after,
So new
after
tattoos.
9 years.
No, I think
That
it's a
clip
life
might drop-
sentence.
That clip might drop to a dick.
I think it's a life sentence.
She got 9
Not,
years.
yeah,
I think she ain't getting out of there.
she's definitely gonna get out.
I think
she's gonna get lost in the sauce.
she
Yeah,
dead.
she's gonna start fucking
She
around.
dead the first 2 years.
She's dead in the first.
Come on, we're not gonna wish death.
This
on
is
her.
a Russian prison. USA
They're not
ain't
that
got her back.
diabolical.
It's
The,
also-
the
it's also-
WNBA ain't got her
they were
back
gonna-
at all.
If they were gonna kill her, they would have been done it.
It's also women's prison though.
That's what I'm saying. She getting shivved in the joint.
She's like 6'10".
What?
Or Russian fighting Brittany.
6 Russians. Like a pack of wolves.
Just fucking stabbing her. In
How
the
many
legs.
6-year-olds do you think you could take at one time?
Bro, at least like 300.
No, that is a crazy number, bro.
How big?
That
How
is a
big of
crazy-
an area are we in? This is the real key. How big of an area are we
A
in?
field?
Football field.
A football
yeah.
field?
A football
Easily
field.
300.
Can you even fit
Easily.
300
By
kids on a
yourself?
fucking?
Yes.
No way, bro.
Yes.
No way.
My cardio is definitely beating a 6-year-old, my nigga.
Okay, let's,
Okay, a 6-year-old, but 300
Yes,
at the
bro.
same
I
time.
can grab.
Let's up it to
It doesn't
10.
take that much to fuck a 6-year-old up, nigga. I can literally just slap that nigga across his face. He's gonna bitch out.
let's up it to 10. How many 10-year-olds could you take? This seems like
Probably, let's see, 10. So they're probably what, in like 5th grade, 4th grade?
yeah.
And they're all diverse. Like, there's some skinny kids, there's some fat
there's
kids.
like some-
there's,
Just like the random 5'11"
yeah.
fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Probably like a cool 50 to 75.
Whoa! He's confident with them 6-year-olds, I'll tell you that.
Bro, 10th graders are gonna be a little bit more
Bruh,
active.
300, bro.
Yes. 300
Yeah.
at the minimum.
Bro, 300 is a lot.
At the minimum.
That is a fucking full
At
house.
the minimum.
That is a full house. I don't even know if
Yeah.
I could fit 300 kids in this
And I'm
backyard,
shitting
bro.
on 'em.
Imagine if there were like kids shoulder to shoulder in my backyard, and we somehow managed to fit 300 kids back there, like,
They're fucked.
and they all come at you at the same time.
I'm
No, it's more
reanimated.
so like one comes and then two comes and then four.
Okay, so it's one at a time.
No, like one. It
That would
it
make it even
compounds
easier, honestly.
until it
That's what I'm
gets-
saying. Is if it's one at a time, they're getting murked. Like,
No. Like
I'm
one-
just
one
roundhouse
comes out,
kicking every
and
kid
then-
that gets
and then
close.
two, and then
So it
four.
multiplies every time?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That would suck.
Here's a
Because then
question.
you're doing more than 300.
Here's a question. Do I get a weapon?
No.
No weapon.
No weapons.
Only my
No
hands.
weapons, only hands? 250. I'll cut 50 off if it's only hands.
What were you using originally?
I mean hands and knees and you know whatever
Okay.
you can do.
Yeah.
Kick.
Damn, I still might even be able to get 300. I'll probably go for 300. If I die, fuck it.
Damn.
But
This man is Neo. Like, how? I want to know how. We need to run a simulation.
Bro, please.
I need to run a simulation of this
I'm
dude taking
telling
out
you.
300.
right, like get the
I'm
VR,
thinking-
get the
I'm-
VR on.
I'm thinking it's going to be like World War Z, and they're just going to swarm him.
These 6-year-olds are like elite athlete kind of niggas, bro. Like,
But they're all different sizes, and they jump
are
on
6.
you.
I
Right.
am about to be
You could probably
10.
handle like 4 at a time, but like 5,
That's all I need
6,
to handle
7 at a
because
time.
I can run off.
Oh,
What about the
some
dudes
of them-
behind you?
Some of them would fall like bowling pins. You just throw one. At
Exactly,
at the other.
and they're fucked. Bro, it would be
Okay.
so easy.
Okay.
They are 6 years old.
Okay.
You know how many of them you can just throw?
We're gonna have to
Come on,
sacrifice 306-year-olds. So that's
You just take one.
That's almost a hate crime.
Almost.
Almost.
Well, you're non-discriminatory, so it's kind of like up in the air at that point.
Well, no, we're being very ageist. You gotta be sick.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, maybe we throw some
The
5th graders in
moment you
there.
turn 7.
Maybe we throw some 7th graders in there.
So like some mini bosses, dude.
Oh,
Mini
this
boss?
man onto something.
So, like-
We got a 7th grade mini boss in the middle
Oh
of it.
hell no.
And then like and then you have to fight a final boss, and it's you. And it's yourself.
A negative, like a evil version of yourself.
Like your
Yeah.
clone.
Yeah, like an evil clone of yourself.
Yeah, but
That's
he's
like
like
6th
better
graders.
than you at everything.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of 6th graders that morph into a person that looks just like you. Like they're like one of those mecha bots.
We've taken this too far.
Nah, bruh. We on track. The train is at the station, okay? And the station is Transformer Station, okay?
Bro, all I'm saying is 300 would be like.
Okay.
300 would be like. You don't think you could get 300?
Bruh, if they're all coming at me at the same time, I'm fucked. But if I can
Run a little
one
bit, grab one, pass one.
so like I run at them and then I run on their heads, like
I'm just thinking they're gonna start fighting dirty, you know?
You trying to do like
Kicking them in
superhero
the-
shit. It
the
is
cock
literally
and
that
balls.
simple. You just stick and move, bro. It's 300.
You just start like pulling hair and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Scratching.
taking heads right into the knee.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm saying they're
Cracking
gonna start
skulls.
like I don't know. Once he said he was gonna start climbing on me, I'm like, you might be right.
I'll do the
Like
coffee
sexual
grinder
definitely
move. I'll start doing hip hop moves and be like kicking them, like
I spin it on your fucking head.
Yeah. kicking these 6-year-olds.
Chris Brown fighting a bunch of
Yeah.
fucking 6-year-olds.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy as fuck.
That's uncalled for.
All these
Come on, we're fighting him, not
Where the
fucking
fuck was that from?
all these children.
That was
Michael
he has a crime related to
Michael Jackson don't be fighting these
Michael
kids.
Jackson shouldn't be near any 6-year-olds.
What about a 10-year-old? Do you think you can take a 10-year-old? You think a 10-year-old can take Michael Jackson?
You gotta be 18-year-old already.
Yo.
We don't trust Mike around kids.
Yeah, maybe even 21.
Well, ask Macaulay Culkin. He said he was fine.
Oh yeah, but you can't get the famous ones. Those are the first ones to snitch.
He said they just took naps together. You know.
What?
That's kind of odd.
Hey,
I don't know if that's true.
Mike comes and asks me to take a nap with him. You damn right.
Hey,
I was just thinking about it.
hey, I'm rubbing his back until he falls asleep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out the Johnson & Johnson No Tears. Don't matter if you're black or white.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. The camera's about to die.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for if you tuned in for us with this 1 hour and 20-minute episode.
Yeah, it's been a delay on this.
It always is.
It's been
Fine
another
Monday afternoon.
It's been another episode of Mac and Don Show.
Happy Indigenous People Day.
Facts. Fuck Christopher.
Fuck that dude, Christopher
European.
Columba.
Whole ass nigga.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You sound a little unsure about that. What's with the hesitation,
I
buddy?
was gonna say something, but
Whoa.
but
Heyo.
I couldn't think it through. You know,
This guy's got jokes.
it was gonna be a joke, but it wasn't gonna be timely. You know, so
Yeah.
so you know.
We would not want a poltergeist on our hands. You know?
Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back next time. It's been real. Oh fuck.
Oh.